Hey everybody, what's up? And welcome to episode number 125 of the Unknown Games podcast. I'm your host Adrian, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host Alex.
What's up? It's
Not
me,
much.
Alex.
I said your name kind of weird. I felt like I said it with a T in it for some reason, like Alex.
Alex.
Alex. Yeah.
That sounds like a verb, like a past tense verb. It's like, whoa, you've just been Alexed. That's
You've
funny.
just you've just been Alex. That's the new thing for this season. You've been Alex.
I don't even know that. I don't even know what that means. Whatever. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, everyone, welcome to the episode. We've got a nice one for you today, and I mean, like we've both been playing a relatively new games. I gotta say, we've been in the new game spirit. I know Alex has been playing Stranger of Paradise, and then I've been playing. I played the new Chilla Art or Chilla's Art game. I always want to call it Chilla's Art or Chilla's.
Yeah, it's Chilla's art, singular
Yeah,
art, just the one art. Yeah.
yeah. So I played that on Friday,
Yeah.
and that was pretty good. So we'll be talking about that game, which is called the Closing Shift. And between both of us, we've played a. I don't want to say all of their games because we haven't.
No, not at all. They have so many games. I've just played a handful, but I haven't. But by no means have I played all of them,
They
or
come out
half of
like
them even. Yeah.
they come out like clockwork too. So I mean,
There's like two per year, maybe something like that.
they do what they do, and they
Yeah.
have a talent for these horror games. So, and then of course, I have to say thanks to everybody who's been supporting us on YouTube. We finally hit 100 subscribers. Yay!
Yay, sweet. Thanks everyone.
We
Don't
can
don't please don't unsub.
please don't. We can change the URL now. We can-
Yeah, we can get ourselves a little like a youtube.com/u/ and then whatever.
yeah, we can do cool things with this. And of course, if you've been following us on Twitter at UGP_cast, or if you're following us on our Twitch pages, which we stream a lot between myself and Alex, I'm at Ninja Tricks on Twitch, and you can find Alex at Root24. That's the numerals 24. Don't type in TWENTYFOUR.
I'm gonna I should change my Twitch like username so it's like ROUTETWOT like FOUR and then what
What, what are you spelling?
THENUMERALS to
What?
TW, yeah.
What are you spelling? Are you going through the alphabet? What was
Like
that?
the whole what is it? Like root 24, the numerals 24, dote. Yeah, like don't type it out or something
Don't
like
type it out. Oh, don't actually type it out.
Yeah, like the whole thing is just like
Everyone would be like, I can't remember it, so I just bookmark it. You would guarantee to be bookmarked. That's how you know. People who show up for your stream, they love you. They know.
yeah, regardless, it'd be a lot easier if you just follow, then you don't need to remember what
Exactly.
my name is.
Just
Yeah.
just follow. And if you have an Amazon Prime sub, you can donate too. I mean, that's not donating, but hey.
Yeah, user free primes or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're still playing Stranger of Paradise, right?
Yeah, I'm playing it. I'm playing Stranger Paradise. Yep.
Are you enjoying? This is an honest question because for me, it's been this. I've watched some other streamers play it. Actually, all the streamers that started out playing it stopped playing it after like 2 days, and then
Yeah.
there's FX for Life. They've been going. Yuria, she's been on it, and she actually got to a part where you were at last Thursday with I can't think, why am I blanking on
Tomberry?
the Tomberry? Yeah, it was like a Tomberry side mission. There's like three
Yeah,
or four Tomberries.
those fucking Tombers will fuck you up.
She was just sitting there like she was like legit running away, healing, and then coming in for like
Coming
two
back,
hits,
yeah.
and then just dipping out again.
Yeah, Tombers will fucking one shot you.
They're horrible. But I mean, like, are you enjoying the game? Because the music is good. I can
Yeah,
agree with
music's
that.
good.
Music's great.
I didn't even realize this because I never played the demo, and actually, to be honest, I only watched one or two trailers of the game. I was just sold on the game initially because it just seemed so wacky and wild, and it's like Ninja Theory's doing not Ninja Theory, yeah, Team Ninja, sorry.
Team Ninja, yeah,
Sorry, wrong studio. So Team Ninja is making the game, and I'm like, well, they already have a pedigree for action games, right? We love them for obviously Ninja Gaiden and Neo, right?
Yeah.
And some other stuff, Dead or Alive, I guess.
Dead or Alive, yeah.
So I was I was like, okay, good enough. It's a weird ass Final Fantasy spin-off, has what appears to be a hilarious B-movie script, and the gameplay is done by Team Ninja. I'm sold. I'll buy this game, right?
Exactly, exactly.
So I didn't even like really watch too many of the trailers, but I was surprised to find out that all the areas of the game are actually based off other areas from other Final Fantasy games.
I was too. Like I was hearing people say like, "Oh, this is from." I think there's some areas from like six, of course. One, there 13 is what a lot of people kind of like.
Yeah, so this
instantly.
you're like the VOD, you pulled up my VOD on the YouTube video. This area is based off 13. So the music is even like a rearrangement of the of one of the themes from 13. So
I'm
if you yeah.
I'm curious. Or you said these are arrangements, or they're like, is it just Square? Just is it the same music, or is it like a remix of some sort?
Oh yeah, it's an arrangement. It's the
Okay,
same
okay.
melody.
Melody?
So if you've heard the song, if you played 13,
Yeah, yeah.
you'll be like, this sounds familiar. It's the same kind of. It's like, oh, it's the same melody. It's not the exact same track by any means. It is an original soundtrack. They did do original music for this game, but it's just rearranged. It's motifs and riffs, from recognizable tracks. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I think like that's the. It's really nice when they do things like that in terms of lending fan service.
Yeah.
Like just that kind of, it helps like just gain a respect from the people who are playing it, who are in love with the series, and then b it just helps like engross you into the world a little bit more. And I guess that's one of the things that for me, when I was when I'm looking at people play the game, I don't love the world like Elden Ring. I love the world.
Right.
There's always something new to find. But when it comes to Neo, I like the characters, the story, and the action kind of thing. Maybe not so much like I'm not that in love with the characters. Let's face it. But
I mean,
yeah,
I think that just goes to show the strength of these studios. Obviously, Elden Ring is like from I think put a lot of care into building a world, right?
right.
You've seen this with Dark Souls and everything else, like the lore that they put into the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Team Ninja has strengths elsewhere, and for them, that's just gameplay. So
Yep.
I mean, it shows really.
It definitely does. I mean, there's so many mechanics. Do you ever forget to use any of them, or
Absolutely, yeah. So I remember, the Tomberry mission. I came off kind of a cold break, so I streamed on Tuesday. Didn't touch a video game on Wednesday. Came Thursday night. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play More Stranger Paradise, and then I was doing this mission for like an hour, getting destroyed by Tomberries, and we finally like beat the mission, killed all the Tomberries. And it was until afterwards I was like, oh shit, I forgot to use Lightbringer, like a key mechanic in the game. I was like, oh damn.
Every time.
Whoops.
That's like the overdrive mechanic, or like where you kind of like go into like a, I don't know, rage mode or something like that. Is that mechanic, or?
Yeah, so you not sacrifice, you I guess trade. You trade some of your MP, right? To go into Lightbringer, which makes it easier to break enemies. Which means you can finish them, like you can insta finish them, and you don't have to like really worry about their health or anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess in that case, like it would have made some of the Tomberries a little bit.
Yeah. So instead of
Die
having
faster.
to worry about like trying to like get a Tomberry down to 0 health, I could have just broke the Tomberry and then killed them that way.
Dude, it's insane. Like I remember in the demo, I faced the Tomberry, and I was like, what the heck is this? Just doing like I don't like them in Final Fantasy #1 to run into them. They will kill you. They will murk you #1 there. But I feel like they're extremely deadly in this game. Like they don't give two Fs.
Yeah, so
they're
a lot
ready.
of their attacks, they're actually not one hits. They seem like one hits, but if you have enough health and defense, you'll survive it. But they do so much damage. So they have the master knife or whatever it is. That's the stab, like the master's knife. Yeah, the what is it? The shank. What is the stab?
I mean, pretty much, yeah. It's that one hit shank. That's what they do.
Yeah,
One hit
and then
shank
they
you with that.
have everybody's grudge, which is a barrage spell, which you can dodge, you can block with your shield. You can actually technically like absorb it using the parry mechanic
Parry
kind of thing.
mechanic?
Like
Okay.
yeah, so the parry mechanic in this game, we talked about it when you played the demo, but like if it's a physical strike, you'll counter them, you parry them. If it's a spell, you'll absorb the spell and you'll stalk the spell. You can basically use that spell that you absorbed.
Right.
So when they use everyone's grudge, each hit is its own kind of like spell. You can actually like absorb like the multiple. You can absorb it.
like multiple of the hits, and then like
Yeah, but you can't absorb all of them, so you'll eventually die.
You'll eventually
Yeah.
die. I love how someone was probably like, I can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, but they don't realize. The one thing I didn't like is, I don't know if you ever find this, but do you ever find like you wish the health bar was in a better, like your health was in a better place? I don't know. I never like.
You mean how it is in the bottom
It's
left?
in the bottom left. I want it to
Uh,
be like I'm okay with Jed and Neon's in this what we're looking at now being where your name is, but like I don't know. I just wanted my information further, but it's just so far down.
yeah, I mean, I don't mind it, honestly. I feel like it's there purposely to kind of have this uh cohesive UI design with FF7 Remake.
Ah,
But I
you
don't
know
know.
what? I guess FF7 remake. I guess you. Well, I guess it kind of cycled, right? Like yours was highlighted, but
Yeah, and then if you
yeah,
switch to anyone else, Barrett or Aerith or Tifa, then it would shift,
it would
right?
shift
But
it. Yeah, yeah. Um,
you can't directly control your party members in this game. You can tell them to be aggressive, and that's pretty much it.
Be aggressive. You
That's
can't.
it.
I love how you can't even tell them like, stop, come back. Don't
Yeah,
kill yourself.
no, I mean
Just be
in
aggressive.
this Tomberry mission, actually, I was basically tanking this Tomberry, and then my party members were fighting some other enemies that were around, and I'm like, please, I need help with this thing,
This
like
thing,
right
this one
now.
right here. It's not
Yeah,
even like
this
the
is the
ones you're.
problem. This is the problem, not these guys. Yeah, so
uh,
I do kind of wish there was a way to issue basic commands where it's like focus this one, or yeah, I don't know, something like that.
yeah, or I don't know. Is there even a kind of? I remember like what was it 11 or 12 that had the gambit system where you could kind of
That was
customize. It's
yeah, it was
12, right?
11. Or sorry, 12. Yeah,
12.
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, 12.
Did they even have that in here?
No, it's just as far as I know. Maybe I'm too stupid to figure it out, or maybe I haven't got that far. But it's literally,
Attack
uh,
more, attack
yeah,
more.
it's just like be aggressive and then be aggressive, and that's really it. So, and the VOD footage you're looking at, it'd be D-pad left for Neon and D-pad right for Jed, and that comes on a cooldown. So if you tell Jed to be aggressive, you can't repeatedly tell him to be aggressive. You gotta wait for his kind of thing to
Just
be
be like,
charged. Yeah.
yeah. I mean that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean they like I noticed in the demo they did significantly more damage than what they used to do in like the alpha build and those like it seems like I feel like they're more confident. They stay alive more longer. It feels like it, but I don't know.
Yeah, they haven't really died. The only time they died in for me is fighting the Tomberries.
The Tom
That's
Berries,
pretty much yeah.
the Tom Berries. I mean,
Um,
I was gonna ask though, is there anything that you're looking forward to seeing in this game? I know that you were like, oh yeah, anything you're looking forward to seeing in this game, and if the cheesy B tier dialogue is that amped up even more, or is it just kind of
um,
flat? Which is
I
hard
want
to
to.
say. Is it flat?
I mean, I want to see where the story goes because I don't want to like get spoiled or anything, but my guess is that this is all a simulation or it's a video game, honestly, because there's weird times in the story where like people have not and I'm not talking about Jack, you know, the main character here. Like
Mhm.
one of the characters you have to talk to in the story, he's like, tell me where to go. He's like, okay, let me tell you where to go. He brings up this like holographic map in front of him, and I'm like, that seems like oddly sophisticated technology for this castle. But
Yeah,
I'm just totally guessing that it's just some weird video game, and that's how Square would be more
justify this or
comfortable.
something.
Yeah, would Square would be more comfortable to kind of, you know, lend out their precious IP. You know what I mean? I feel like for Square it's safer that way because like I don't know if Square would be like, go ahead, Team Ninja, make a canon FF game,
Yeah.
rewrite our timeline for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because this is technically a precursor to all of this is precursor to
Yeah,
one. This is a prelude. So
yeah. I don't know if you Square would be like, yeah, go ahead, Team Ninja, like rewrite the timeline. You know, because I feel like
which
for
is
them, yeah,
yeah.
creatively, they could just be like, okay, you can do basically whatever you want, just because, and it doesn't matter. Is it all a dream? You know what I mean? Like,
Gosh, put a Kingdom Hearts characters in it. Just do any. Just you can
yeah,
do
just do
anything
whatever
you
you
want.
want. Yeah. So I feel like from a creative point of view, it's safer for Square to just be like, yeah, it's not canon. It's like whatever. I don't, you know, we don't care. Just go fucking crazy. Um, So that's why it's like I think it's gonna be like a weird simulation kind of game within a game thing.
Dude, that
Um,
would, I don't know if I'd be let down on that, but as long as they keep
yeah,
getting more like cheesy, crazy dialogue, and it keeps
it's
getting
dumb.
like,
I honestly, the story's pretty stupid. Jack's a dumb character, honestly.
how many times has he grunted by now?
He's just
Does he
like
only grunt?
no, he talks. He talks.
says
But he's
chaos.
just like he's so one track minded. One track minded. One mind.
No,
one,
or single track minded.
one track. Yeah. Anyways,
It's
so
the same. Yeah.
every time you go fight a boss and you like beat the boss, he's just like, that was where's chaos? And then like some enemy will just be like, this isn't chaos, but maybe go here. And he's like, I will go look for chaos. Like Jack, I don't think that's. He's like, I know chaos is here. I'm like, all right, Jack.
Maybe he just loves chaos. Maybe like
Maybe yeah. I don't know.
in every form of that, he loves chaos.
Yeah.
You know, that's. I mean, hey, they can honestly say that they did not missell this game. They promised chaos, and they're giving it to you.
Yeah, the game is fine, honestly. Whether or not the game is worth the money, that's up to you to decide, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can see why. I mean, it's a full price game. I paid 80 CAD, 90 CAD. I paid like 90, 80. How much CAD? A lot of CAD.
Oh, you paid
like,
the full the Japanese price.
Well, I mean, I've paid full Canadian price. Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, which is like 80 CAD for a AAA game. So,
Woo.
yeah, like whether or not the game is worth it, that's up to you entirely. I mean, I don't know how you determine the value of video games. If it's like, how many hours you put into the game, how much satisfaction you get out of it, and then how do you even measure satisfaction? But anyways, like I feel like sure at $80, it's a little bit. It feels a little steep just based on what I've played. But that being said, I don't think it's a bad game. The gameplay is very solid. It's a very fun game to play.
Right.
Like I'm having a fun time just like playing the video game. Story just doesn't hit. Characters aren't really great. And I just feel like that's the only reason why I feel like maybe it's not completely worth it everyone if you wanted the full package. But I can say for sure it's a fun game to play. So yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely say that. I mean, I wish, and I'm really curious about the budget of this game in terms of like the these are actual graphics. Yeah, this is actual graphics, and or maybe it's art direction. This and Babylon's Fall are tied for some of the worst looking games I've seen in a while.
I think it looks fine on PC.
It's just this game is really dark, so you have to increase the brightness on it. But I mean, it just doesn't feel like it has a lot of bells and whistles that a lot of current games have. And forgive me for Elden Ring, but Elden Ring's running on the Dark Souls whatever engine from like 10 years ago and looks better. So I have to believe that this was just like a decision that they made for whatever reason. Maybe they're reusing assets from Neo. I don't know.
I think it's running on whatever engine Neo's running on. Maybe
it just
I don't
looks
know.
like muddy, if that makes any sense. But you know, I'm not playing it on a native screen, so that could
yeah, I guess you're not playing it on PC or anything.
On PC,
yeah.
I was playing
the demo on PS4.
On PS4. Ooh.
Yeah, it's okay. I guess it looks fine. I mean, some of the detail in the hair looks pretty good. You can tell. I got the impression that they probably like looked at FF7 Remake, and they were just like, let's try to do this. Like, let's just the best we can, like emulate how these characters look, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that, like, it looks fine. It's not quite the same, right? But
yeah,
they got mostly there when it comes to just like model fidelity. Sorry, for cutscenes. I'm not counting like I'm.
The cutscenes are nice. The cutscenes are nice.
Yeah, in-game models are a little bit different. They're not as good, but yeah.
Right. So, well, moving on from Stranger of Paradise, I've been playing, or I played because a Chilla art game does not go that long. It's only about, this was actually
an hour, right?
An hour.
Was it 2 hours?
I would say this was, if I didn't get stuck, it probably would have been
short, right?
2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched. So sorry, you played. So you want to tell the people what you played?
I played The Closing Shift, which is a horror game by Chilla Arts. Chilla's art. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and a little bit of today as well, I was watching like 7, 9 HoloLive VTubers stream this game.
Getting the thumbnail for this, I looked up The Closing Shift, and every thumbnail on Google Images were just like the main image and a VTuber like a picture of them.
Yeah, so over the weekend I watched like 9 VTubers from Hololive stream this game. So I actually didn't even know that this game came out. So I watched one person stream it. I was actually at the end of the game. Like, okay, this game looks interesting. And then I kept watching more. And every time I would just check YouTube and it's like, oh, this person's streaming Closing Shift now. And I'm like, oh, let's watch their reaction. So I've actually never played the game. I haven't paid for it. I actually haven't like seen it from beginning to end. But I know where all the jump scares are based on the amount of streams that I've watched.
You've watched too many. I mean, when the convenience store came, what's it called? The convenience store?
The convenience store, yeah.
The convenience store, when it came out, a lot of VTubers were streaming it. I mean, a lot of people were streaming it, and I played it, and I had a couple of jump scares, more than a couple.
Yeah, there's a couple of jump scares in the game. It's not, there's kind of sprinkled throughout. They're not like, they don't bombard you, right?
Right.
Yeah, I actually didn't even know where all the jump scares were in convenience because I saw like 2 of the jump scares.
It's very spaced out compared to I would say compared to convenience store. This felt like, and for anybody wondering, the Closing Shift is literally you're working at a Starbucks, which is called Chilla's Coffee, and you are making coffee and giving it to customers, and you slowly understand that there is someone potentially stalking you, and that person may or may not be a supernatural entity. It's very
I don't know
vague.
they're supernatural, but they do have the ability to be at lots of places. I mean, not lots of places, but they do have the ability to travel very quickly.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
It's so weird because the dialogue in this game, I felt like this is the first time they've really tried to give you a lot of interactions between customers, because this is like the convenience store 2.0. Honestly, from like how you start at your apartment and then how you kind of go there and you meet the manager. And the convenience store manager, that dude was a douche. This guy's just as much of a douche, but not as bad.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen just streams. Your senpai's pretty funny because it's like, go talk to your senpai or whatever, and he's like in the bathroom, and you have to like open the door. And he's just in there. Like, you open the door to the bathroom and he's just standing there.
He's just standing there.
You can look at him for like 10 minutes and not re-interact. And then if you talk to him, he'll be like, oh, you scared me. I'm like, well, the door was open for like 10 minutes.
Dude, he's so weird. He's so focused on you not being late. He's like, why are you late today? And at one point he starts talking about your mom. Like, you know what? Just call your mom and tell her to wake you up since you can't be here on time. I'm like, what the heck, bro? Like, what are you bringing my mom into this for?
Yeah, I think I feel like this is the first game. Well, that's not true actually. But I feel like this is them like trying to have like game
play.
Yeah, so I know Night Way Home was a weird one because that kind of had gameplay, right? Well, that was a more actiony game, right?
It was a more actiony game you were trying to escape.
You were like moving, you're actually moving your character, you're trying to run away from stuff. So Night Way Home had the actual gameplay, I'd say. I actually never played Night Delivery, but I watched
Night Delivery. Night Delivery. That was scary, right? Was actually scary. That game was that was scary. Fun and scary. I love that one.
Yeah, I know Night Delivery was pretty scary. Caregiver was a lot like Convenience Store, in which you basically just kind of like went through the motions. You had puzzles, like really short puzzles, and then at the end of the story, you had like one big puzzle.
In this one, there are no puzzles except for the very last part. That's
which is like trying to get out and survive, right? That's the biggest puzzle.
And it feels more like a trial
and that's not even. I don't even want to say that's a puzzle per se, right?
It was trial and error. Honestly,
because like you remember Convenience Store, and I don't want to like spoil it for anyone who wants to play Convenience Store, but if you remember the Convenience Store, the last puzzle was an actual puzzle, right?
Wait, are you talking about the TVs?
Yeah.
The TVs right there. Yeah. That was an actual puzzle.
That was like an actual puzzle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then with Caregiver, it was kind of like a puzzle. Like you had to figure out to set
the clocks or something.
All the clocks, yeah.
Yeah.
And then so those are like puzzles. But for Closing Shift, it's not a puzzle. It's just like
it's a coffee simulator. It's
just like make sure you figure out how to like not die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at the very end, it's like, okay, try these things, and it's not really good at telling you.
It is trial and error. It is trial and error because you will die. Like you'll die repeatedly. Yeah. So
I died like 6 or 7 times, and I couldn't figure it out. And
Yeah.
and here's the thing about these games. They're really addicting for the fact that they're really bite sized. They do
They're
give you
short as fuck,
those
yeah.
jump scares. And what I love
Yeah.
about them is they typically have like, 2 to 3 endings, right? You can actually get the
Yeah.
good ending and the bad ending, and maybe that's something in between sometimes. But this one, sadly, I
It's
mean,
just all bad. They're all bad endings.
they're all
Yeah.
bad endings.
They're
And
all bad. Yeah.
um and yeah, Chilla's art, they've never been good at telling you what to do.
Yeah, I got stuck. I got really
you got
stuck.
really stuck.
In caregiver, you there for caregiver?
I was
I got
there.
stuck for an hour.
You were stuck for the entire length of the game almost.
So when I edited my so I actually pulled that VOD off Twitch and I edited it for YouTube, right?
Right.
I cut out like a full hour of footage because I was so
You
stuck.
were walking from the shrine, or like
repeatedly back and forth. I was
to the
so
store to,
stupidly stuck. Yeah.
and I was stuck like that for about 10, 15, 20 minutes in Night Way Home. And I couldn't tell if it was a glitch. I had to reload the game. That actually turned out to be like a glitch, but it was like, what? This is what I need to do? And so that's how this last puzzle is in this game. You're kind of like, oh.
I got stuck
it's simple,
in
but it's strange.
I got stuck in Ghost Train a little bit too because like I kind of knew what the puzzle was trying to be, but there wasn't like a prompt. And this game is good for it because this game, if you need to interact with it, especially for the end of the game, there's like a big ass like triangle. It's like, hey, this is the thing you got to look at, right?
Yes.
But for Ghost Train, I could tell kind of how the puzzle was meant to go, but there wasn't a triangle to tell me that this thing was interactable.
Mm-hmm.
So I was holding an item and I was like, I know what to do with this item, but I don't know what to do with this item.
It's like the coffee thing right here. And I guess they want you to kind of use a little bit of common sense. And I didn't think about it. So you get the tickets from, someone makes an order
from the register.
And you get the ticket from the register. And in order to actually give it to them, you gotta put the thing on. Yeah. You have to put the ticket on the cup.
The cup. Yeah.
If you don't, they will not take it. It's like, here's your order. And I was like, why aren't they taking it? And someone in the chat was like, oh no, you have to put the order sticker on it. And I'm like, dude, do they do that in real Starbucks? I can't remember. Like,
not in Japan. They don't. In other stores, do they? They put like your thing on there. I don't know.
I know they like sign it, and they'll say what the order was, but I don't know if they actually stick a sticker. I'm like, so I mean, like, I'm looking through the gameplay here on my VOD, and I'm gonna say most of it is just making coffee. It's hard to find anything else outside of making coffee. And kudos to them for making, I feel like with each game, A, they do something different, and B, they get better. Like, I feel like they've gotten better in micro increments, right?
Yeah. I mean, they make a lot. I'm actually looking on Steam right now. They released in last year, 2021, 5 games last year.
Crazy, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, so it's a lot. So Jan, April, June, August, and October. So quite a few. And they put out what looks like 6 games in 2020.
Insane, right?
So I'm expecting at least another 2 to 4 more games this year, right? This is the first one for 2022.
Yeah. And like I said, I think this time and if I can ever find it, I think so. It's kind of weird because the character models in this game are actually the worst they've ever had. But it's by design.
No, I mean the faces look so much better than Convenience Store though. Convenience Store was
really?
Like
I thought Convenience Store looked better. I thought Convenience Store looked better. I guess I'd have to go back and look.
Convenience Store was like GoldenEye level shit.
Because they look kind of. I mean, they look kind of.
They look fucking weird. I know.
They look weird.
I'm not like trying to like argue that for sure. Especially like Donna here in your VOD, like Donna, like the girl on the right. She looks terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
She's very terrifying.
But if you look up the Tencho from Convenience Store, his face looks like a GoldenEye guard. Like
I have to look. Yeah, I'm looking this up now.
Just type in like Tencho Konbini or whatever, and it's like a fucking. It looks like a dude you would shoot with a stupid ass with your laser watch. Like,
oh my goodness,
from GoldenEye.
I mean, I guess. Hey, I guess they did get better. I guess because it was just like more. Like, how would I say? I guess it's more well lit. or something. I have no clue. But looking at it now, yeah, they are about. They're not that much better. uh, they're not that much better, but they're not that much worse.
Okay, hold on. I got. It looks like a mask. Looks like he
Oh
printed.
gosh.
It looks like.
You know what? They took pictures of people. These have to be real
Yeah,
people.
no, he took a. It's just a. It looks like
I'm trying
he
to find a
printed
really good version
picture.
of him,
Yeah,
but
he
it looks
printed
like
a
a
stupid
person.
picture and then wrapped it on someone's stupid face. Like that's the. I sent it to you in Discord. Like that's the Tencho.
You know what? And maybe that's why I didn't think he looked that bad. I'm trying to like bring this up on a bigger screen. It's just like it's so low. It's so. Oh man, yeah, yeah. That's a picture right there. That just looks like a VHS picture put on somebody.
Yeah, it's a Tencho, right? Yeah. So that's the dude from convenience store, and he doesn't like blink or anything. He does. There's no mouth movements or anything. He just kind of like.
He was believable though. I felt that dude was believable. I wish this Tencho at least had that face.
Okay, yeah. These are all people who work at the studio. I mean, or they just buy like stock. Or they buy like stock art, maybe art like stock models, and they just like
Dude, it has to be.
Put that on their models. But yeah.
It has to
I think as their first game for this year, I think Closing Shift is perfectly fine. It's a perfectly good game. It has its good spooky moments. I mean, from the streams that I've seen, the jump scares are good. Like I weren't the one streaming, or sorry, if I was streaming it, right? Because I was watching it, right?
Right.
They probably would have got me too. Like they would have fucking scared me as well.
They got me twice.
Yeah.
Two good
So
ones.
the jump scares are fine. It's a bit of a different take because all the other games are really supernatural, like really Japanese supernatural, right?
Right.
This is still scary, but it's kind of grounded. It's not like a Japanese like what's the word, a yokai or anything, right?
Right.
It's a stalker. I mean, if you go on Steam right now and you go to the Closing Shift and you read the reviews, one of them that made me laugh, not laugh, or kind of like sad laugh, honestly, is just like recommended, and then it says being a female simulator.
Yeah.
That's like that was the review on Steam, and I'm like, fuck, that's grim. Honestly, that's grim. That's sad. Yeah.
Another level of horror is a man.
Yeah, basically, right.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean it's.
So I mean, just like as a spoiler alert, yeah, all the Chilla, a lot of their stuff, all their stuff up until now is dealt with Japanese folklore, so Japanese ghosts and yokai, the kind of spooky supernatural kind of Japanese horror that you're familiar with, like Ring and One Missed Call or whatever, right?
Yeah, even Night Way Home is. Now I would say Night Way Home is an in between.
It's a yokai, right?
I think it's a yokai, but it's actually it's basically about bullying in junior elementary school, and her friend who took her life. For anyone who's wondering.
Oh, okay, but so it's a spirit. It's a spirit though. Is the thing, right?
It's a spirit though. Yeah, it's a spirit. It's a spirit.
So a lot of their horror, all their horror, is like supernatural spirit, yokai kind of stuff. But this game is different in the fact that it's just a stalker. Like it's actually just a dude. It's a crazy dude.
It's a crazy dude. It's a crazy dude that may or may not be some sort of ethereal person. Like it's.
I don't think he's actually supposed to be a ghost. I think that's just
it's
bad.
So weird. It's
he does like appear in your car and stuff.
Well, no. Like so, all the people who you talk to in the game, they bring up these strangest things. They'll be like, or he's really good at hiding because they'll be like, oh hey, I want this coffee. Did you hear that? Oh, did you hear that? And then someone's like, did you see that? And every time they see or say where it's supposed to be, it's like some dude like that you can't even see them. They're not even in the scene. They're nowhere near. So it's like hinted that the place is haunted. You even get ghost beads at one point.
I think you
even get beads prayer beads.
Like, I think he's like, oh yeah, you do. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. I thought that was just like a throwback to convenience store though.
It feels there are some definite moments where I'm like, oh yeah, this is like convenience store, like the little points, and I don't know, man. I don't want to give away the ending, but he should not be able to survive what happened
Yeah, there's
to
no.
him.
It's also how did he beat? How did he get there? Like how did he
How
get
did,
there? Like
how did he get there that fast,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like he
yeah.
he
How
got
did
there quick.
How, like did he? How did he get? How did he travel
He
faster than
knew.
you?
He knew. He didn't even
Yeah.
have a
Anyways,
car, but he was
so
there.
okay. I do think. I think he's not supposed to be like a ghost or anything or a supernatural being. I just think that's just a case of presumably just not great
Or
storytelling, right?
or even worse, it just symbolizes that once you get rid of one stalker, you have another one.
Yeah, was that maybe it's a different person? I don't know.
Well, I will never know. Dude, that's that now that is very creepy. Ugh.
See, here's the thing. Okay, so now that I think that's my point, though. The point is like the Chill's art is all the games are supernatural stuff, and then this is just like, oh man, stalkers are scary. Like, yeah,
I mean, I guess if so, for anyone who wants to go into the game, I don't think we spoiled any of it. It's definitely worth a shot. It's only about like $5 or something like that. I think if you play it, I think you'll enjoy it. I honestly do recommend the game. And what's cool about these games, like we said, they're short, but they're fun enough to where like you get this bite to play the rest of the game. And I've like I said, I've played like 4 of their games at this point, and I never would have played them before 2 years ago. I probably would never touch them, but after playing, I think I played was it Convenience Store first, and then after that just kind of branched out. I think it has that effect on everybody. So
yeah, and these games are just like super cheap. If you just want to buy one, it's like $5-6, super cheap
wait
for
for
like
a sale in a bundle, and you get
Yeah,
like
you can just
all
buy
of
the
them for
bundle
10 maybe.
actually. Yeah, you can actually just buy a bundle of all the horror stuff, and it's like $25 or something like that. And it's just you can just binge these like a bunch of B horror
Yeah.
movies. Honestly, yeah, just binge like if you were the kind of person to binge a bunch of horror movies,
Mm-hmm.
why not binge a bunch of these games, right?
Binge a bunch of them. There's so many that I haven't even played. Missing Children,
Yeah, missing. I
Inaki
saw someone stream
Tunnel.
Missing Children. It's kind of freaky. It seems creepy.
You said that Stigmatized Property is supposed to be
I
pretty good.
heard based on the reviews, Stigmatized Property is probably one of the better ones, just based on the reviews.
Oh man, and I will say one thing: they always put some humor in their games.
Oh,
Like
they
there-
do, yeah.
there's always humor in their games. So if you think it's like some really
like the
hardcore,
naked dancing guy. What the fuck was
what
that?
the heck was that? I want to find on VOD, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody. It immediately made me think of when you were playing Yakuza and you were in that.
Yeah, that dude at the club. He shows up. Also, if you go to the porn store, he's there as well. Yeah.
He's there as well. Yeah, this dude was just like that. And he's like, "It's winter outside." She's like, "Why
Yeah,
are
he's
you?"
like, "What is it hot?" He's like, Is it hot? I don't feel it." Yeah, all right.
My goodness.
By the way, does that game take place in Hokkaido or anything? Or I think it's Hokkaido, right?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's anything that alerts you to saying where it.
Because like snow does not pile up like that in Tokyo.
I guess maybe Hokkaido. I mean, it's
So it could
enough
be
to where you
Hokkai-
can see it outside, you know. So.
Yeah, it would be Hokkaido or it'd be like northern Japan, like the Tohoku area maybe.
They just walk in so creepy. This you know what? You know what I would like to see? I would like to see Jordan Peele. It's Jordan Peele, right? That's his name. I hope I got this right.
From Key and Peele, right? Yeah.
Yeah, with who does Get Out and all that.
Yeah.
I would like to see him do an
A horror
actual an actual take on these games. I feel like he could do these.
Like a kind of a
Like a
walking simulator. Yeah.
Just like a Chilla's art game, but as a movie.
Oh, like a move turn these into a
An
movie?
adaptation. Yeah, an adaptation of one of these things. I think he would kill this stuff.
I don't. Yeah. Do you think he would be good at Japanese horror? Because Japanese horror is a little bit of a different aesthetic. Japanese horror.
It's like the way that these, like they kind of move. It's like similar to like a lot of the characters he has in those movies. How they kind of, there's just something weird about them when they move. Even the way that they kind of like, we talked about it. They kind of like, they get in their car and they just drive off. But it's so quick, it doesn't even make sense.
Someone actually mentioned that where like the weird unnatural movements of the NPCs make the vibe creepier.
Yeah. Yep. It does.
It just makes you feel like everything is wrong. Like everything is wrong with this like situation. Like nothing is normal. Even the people are really weird, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of helps make the game feel scarier. I actually don't even know if that's intentional. It could honestly be. It could be unintentional. It could be them just like sucking at. It could just be
We'll
them
never
really
know.
being bad at animations. That could be it. But
It
I
very
don't
well
know.
could be.
Yeah.
So for me, like I would love to see like an indie filmmaker or somebody take on one of these games, because I think they do have really good potential as like an anthology, like a horror anthology. That dude.
Do you watch a lot of Japanese horrors, like movies?
No.
I don't
I stay away
either.
from horror movies
Yeah,
as
same,
much as
same.
possible.
Yeah, like Japanese horror is kind of a different vibe, I feel like, because it kind of like creeps under your skin as opposed to like a Western slasher, right?
Yeah.
And we've talked about this like a ton of times where like Western slasher movies, it's like, oh, I get it. Like it's the guy with a knife. Like that's the scary thing. The knife is the scary thing.
The knife is scary thing, yeah.
But like in a Japanese horror, it's like the whole vibe when everything is like wrong, but you don't know why something's wrong, right?
Yeah.
Like something's off, and like, yeah, like yokais and stuff, or I don't know, yeah, that kind of thing.
And it's always in your house. So always in the house.
I hate,
Always in the house.
I
man.
hate the Chill's Arts game, like for example, Night Delivery, right?
Yeah.
Where like the apartment complex, like that could be where it kind of looks like where I live. Like I don't like that's fucking freaky.
Even the apartment in this game, it's very small, but it's one of those like loft style apartments. And I'm like,
It
oh yeah,
feels like-
I've seen, I know what that is. Like I've been, to one of those places, and it's like the fact that what happens at the end of the game. It's just like, damn, that would be that's horrible.
So when I played Caregiver, like the house in Caregiver was kind of like an old kind of Japanese house, but all the sliding doors, right? I actually have like a bunch of sliding doors in my apartment, and after I finished streaming that night, I was going to the bathroom and stuff, and I was looking at my apartment. I was like, this sucks. This is terrifying.
It's horrible. It's like next time we play games, and it's like no, just play a horror game out in the West. So there's like no
exactly.
similarities at
so
all.
It's like there's no way. There's it absolutely looks nothing like my apartment.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
safe,
if Phasmophobia had a Japanese style apartment, done. Done. We're done.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, because it's just like, oh, like this house is haunted, but my house isn't haunted. My house looks nothing like this.
Oh man. Well, I mean, this isn't anything to do with hauntings, but I think closing it out. Last week we didn't have an episode. I was out with friends and ended up. Man, I will tell you, the royal host, aka Japanese Denny's, still has good food. I gotta say,
I've never been honestly.
You should go to a royal host. Their food is actually on top.
Is it expensive for like what expensive. It is? It's like an expensive family rest, right?
I would say expect to spend like $20 or more for like
per dish or per meal?
Dish.
Per dish?
Per dish, yeah.
I would say like per
if
dish. Oh my god,
like
dude!
$15 to $20 per dish, and then I mean, of course, they have like a little bit cheaper stuff, but if you want dessert, that's going to be another like potentially like anywhere from $10 to $20.
Is there a drink bar at least?
There's a drink bar. Yeah, I mean, you have to pay for the drink bar, but yeah.
Yeah, so per person, you're looking at like what, $30?
Yeah, I would say $30-$35. Easy.
That's not like terrible, I guess.
It's not terrible. I mean,
yeah.
I every time I've gone there, they've had really good food.
I've never been, honestly, so I mean, sure, I'll go eventually.
Yeah, check out the royal host. But until you do, like, are you ever gonna finish these noodles?
The spicy ones?
The spicy ones, yeah. You still have two left, right?
I finished them.
You ate them all?
Oh, I have two left. Right on stream, I finished one. On stream, I finished one package. But I still have two in my pantry.
So you ate these like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. Right? Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
These spicy demon hot double the spice
hell yakisoba. Yeah.
What was this on the meter you were talking about, like the spice meter or something?
Right. So there's a Scoville scale, which you guys are probably familiar with, but just in case you're not, there's a unit, like an actual unit of measurement for spiciness. Where if you guys have had Tabasco, let me look this up real quick. Tabasco, because Tabasco is a really good benchmark because everyone's had Tabasco, right?
Yeah, I think everyone's had Tabasco. And
All
Tabasco is
right.
generally like you can kind of. I don't think too many people are weak to it.
No, not too much. So regular Tabasco, just the plain ass sauce that everyone's had, according to Wikipedia, ranges anywhere between 2,500 to 5,000 units of
Okay.
spiciness of the Scoville on the Scoville scale, right? So that's your benchmark. So if you think Tabasco is spicy, that's what you're looking at, upwards to 5,000, right?
Right. Right.
Um, if you have had habanero, which lots of people also had the habanero Tabasco sauce, that's about 7,000 units on the scale, right?
Okay. Okay. That kind
What's
of triggers
what's
a small reaction.
what is the spiciest like sauce or pepper that you've ever had personally?
I really don't know. I went to that one restaurant here in Japan. It was like
Mhm.
Akaisubo. Was it?
Sure, yeah.
And they only have hot spicy food there, and I don't know what they had in there. It was like a mix of spices, a mix of stuff. So I don't even know what that was. But that was the spiciest I've ever had.
Okay.
But yeah, like that pure pepper extract, whatever it was, I had that sometime.
Really
It was
spicy.
that was very
Have
spicy.
you ever had like a pure jalapeno, like just not jalapeno sauce, but a pure jalapeno?
I don't. Oh, just like eating one, just like a
Or
straight.
eating a jalapeno,
I've
yeah.
had it once. Gosh, when I've had that once, it was horrible.
Okay, so jalapeno, just the pepper itself, according to this scale on the internet, ranges. It's a range, but it ranges from 2,500 to 8,000 units.
Okay.
So let's just assume the spiciest jalapeno you've ever had is in the ballpark of 8,000 units, right?
Mm-hmm.
For reference, jumping on the extreme end of the scale, a ghost pepper, which is like one of the most spiciest naturally like forming peppers on Earth,
Mm-hmm.
is about 1,000,000.
Jeez.
It's about 1,000,000.
I love how it goes from thousand, like little low thousands to million.
Yeah, so a jalapeno,
Jeez.
if you bite into jalapeno, that's like on upwards of like 8,000 Scoville units, and then a ghost pepper, like just straight up a ghost pepper, is about like 1,000,000, right?
And
So
then,
where am I going with this?
yeah, where are you
So
going with this? How much? Because I actually missed this part a little bit.
the yakisoba that I tried on stream, that I ate.
That you cried
I didn't
for.
know.
That,
I
that
didn't
you,
know
that
this.
you cried for, man.
I actually
this is so
cried.
sad.
Yeah, I actually
It was
cried.
it was painful. It was honestly 20 painful minutes of watching you eat. Well, try to eat. I'm not even gonna say there
Yeah.
was like between bites were actual minutes.
Tears. Yeah.
Tears.
So I didn't know this at the time, but I looked this up on a blog. Some guy ate it, reviewed it. The yakisoba that I ate on stream comes in at 910,000 Scoville units, which puts it just below the ghost pepper.
So you basically almost ate a ghost pepper, like a
I
pure
d-
ghost
I ate
pepper,
a
not
ghost-
even like a little bit or mixed with something. You just ate a sauce that was
It hurt.
basically
It
ghost
hurts
pepper.
so fucking bad, man.
Like that stuff can kill you, right? Like I'm glad you're still alive. Like I mean, like I don't know if can spice levels like this kill you?
I don't think spice can kill you. I think you can die from complications, like maybe your body has a reaction to spice and that kills you. But I don't think spice itself can kill you.
Jeez, man. I thought you were going. It wasn't just the tears. 'Cause you couldn't talk at one point. You were just like, I
Yeah, because your mouth gets all kind of messed up and
mouth,
stuff. Yeah.
my mouth. And of course, Ehe cheering you on, the DJing kid. That's why we call him a degenerate. 'Cause
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, it's good, man. You can do it. You keep."
I still want to try. Here's what's up. I still have 2 packs left in my pantry.
You still have 2 packs.
I kind of want to re-challenge this down the line because what did me in was I took a
Not
bite.
knowing?
Well, that too. I took a bite and I was like, "Whoa, that's hot! I need water." And I was drinking water. Oh, that's hot! I need soy milk, or I need bread. I need cheese. I need ice cream. So every time I would take a bite, I would be like, "Oh, that's hot. I need to put like water in my mouth or something, right?"
Mm-mm.
I think if I just
Kept powering through it,
if I just powered through it, if I just powered through the noodles,
and just while your mouth is actually numb.
yeah, then I could do it. I feel like that's the trick. I want to do a re-challenge. I want to re-challenge this. Not soon, because it sucked. Let's get this straight. It was terrible. It was bad. I'm not willing to be like, oh, dude. I'm not that kind of person. But eventually I do want to try this again.
I mean, these noodles are gonna be good for years. So you have time.
The best before date is like August. The best before date is August. For real?
Dude. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know yakisoba did that. I thought.
Well, it's probably
longer.
the sauce that goes bad. I don't even know.
Dude, that's crazy. I mean, it's definitely. You know what? If you do it, I'll do my nugget challenge again. If I don't end up doing it before.
Okay.
The nuggets. I feel like I can definitely do those nuggets now. I know how to do them because, what I would do with my nuggets now, I know it went wrong the first time. First time I did not reheat those nuggets up. And I think I remember telling you.
You're eating cold nuggets.
By the end of 10 hours, like I would say around like the 3 hours into the stream, I was eating like cold, soggy, like as the night went on, they just became cold, soggy nuggets. And I was just as sad eating them as they were going into my mouth.
Yeah, but this is over the course of like what, 10 hours or something?
Yeah. So I now with my air fryer can reheat. I can reheat the whole batch.
Your stream like and guesting on your stream is your air fryer.
My air fryer, plug that mug up, dude. The whole batch just gets reheated, comes out just as crispy as before, and I'm golden.
Yeah,
my secret weapon.
You should try it again. I don't know. Yeah, 100 nuggets.
This is 100. It was only the 100 nuggets. McDonald's needs to have their sale again.
I mean, I'll let you know, man.
There hasn't been. I don't think there's been anything decent at McDonald's this week or last week. Unfortunately, we're in kind of a fast food rut. I feel, anyways.
I feel like the best thing at McDonald's right now has got to be the Kit Kat McFlurry.
Yeah. That you know what the Kit Kat McFlurry was pretty good. The strawberry Kit Kat McFlurry, right?
No, is it strawberry?
I think it's a strawberry Kit Kat McFlurry.
Let me look this up.
Or they might have both. I know I had the strawberry, and that was. I've recently come to the conclusion that I should either invest in the UberEATS monthly.
Oh, I was thinking that too. Yeah.
It's getting bad, man, and I'm trying to like wing myself off of this. So I'm like, okay, I need an extra type of food that I can eat during the week. I'm at this point.
The UberEATS Pass, right? It's like, was it $15 a month for no delivery fees?
Wait, is it? I thought it was $5 a month for no delivery fees.
Is it $5? No, it can't be $5. That's way too cheap.
Hold on, let me check. It might just be like
$5. I'm joining right now. It can't be $5. That's way too cheap.
I mean, hold on. Oh, I got it. Let me rate this restaurant. Yo, this Indian restaurant, Tanan, is so good. I found another lunch set for them, and I'm like, why do they keep upping their game? Why do they keep upping their price?
It's $5 a month. No.
I told you. I'm
cheap.
Crazy. It's very cheap to get $3 off every delivery. No delivery fees, basically.
Are you kidding me?
No delivery fees.
Okay, a delivery fee for my area is like anywhere between like 200 to 300 yen. Yeah. I just need to eat twice in a month to make this worth it.
To make this work. And I eat twice a week. Are you kidding me? I eat twice a week at least.
Me too.
I told you. I thought it was crazy.
What the fuck? It's so oh my god. You only need to eat twice in a month to even make this remotely worth it. And I will absolutely
wait. I forgot. Your order subtotal has to be over 1,200.
Oh, well, I mean, that's usually
it's kind of hard for me because I try to keep it like a little bit healthy. I know that sounds weird, but I find like somewhat healthy places, or healthy.
Okay,
places.
Yeah, but how many orders per month are over 1,200? At least 2. Yeah,
at least 2. Yeah, I'll splurge. I'll splurge.
Well, there you go. What am I doing in my life? I've been paying delivery fees like an idiot. Oh my
what
god!
Could go wrong?
I'm joining this like right fucking now. Like I said,
you get a month free. You get a month free.
You get a month free, yeah. And I think there's a deal. I think if you're an Amazon Prime, yeah, if you have Prime,
you can bundle
I think
it or something.
Give you. Hold on, it's in Japanese. Amazon Prime 会員限定 UberEATS の配達手数料何度も0円 に1パスが4ヶ月無料. Oh man.
Wait, because my app is in English, but it shows in
Mine's
Japanese
in
stuff.
English too. So go to home. Sorry if anyone's even watching.
Oh,
Sorry
yeah,
about
yeah.
this.
We're getting an upgrade right now.
If you're in the home tab and you scroll past your first two recommendations, and they have all the carousel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just keep swiping until you get to the one about
Oh, the Amazon Prime. What?
It's 4 months free. Yeah.
What? So this is just through Amazon Prime, but then
Yeah. If you're Amazon Prime,
and then after that, it just becomes normal Uber Eats,
which is $5
which
a month.
is $5 a month. Can I pay it with my Prime at the
I don't
same
know.
time?
Join this shit like right now. Like, why I'm paying for Uber Eats delivery fees like a dummy.
So I was wondering what the delivery fees are Uber Eats delivery fees, right?
Correct.
So
Yes.
if you pay them, it helps the restaurant, correct? Because there's no delivery fees, that they don't get taken those fees out, right? The restaurant?
Yes, I do believe the restaurant does not get any money from the delivery. Uber Eats makes all the money from delivery fees, I believe.
Right.
So if we pay for Uber Eats Pass, I actually think the restaurant makes
Same.
They don't. Yeah, they make the same. But
I wish they would make more, but
I save money.
I mean, it makes one Big Mac meal plus something else become even just like. I mean, those delivery fees, honestly, it's like we're saying, it's anywhere from like $2 to $3, and then you have the service fee, which is I believe from the restaurant probably, but that's only like 70 cents. It's so cheap, it's sad.
So I don't know why I'd never joined Eats Pass until now, because $5 a month.
Uber Eats hire me. I will show you the light.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, I should have. Especially you're Amazon Prime, aren't you? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have 4 months free. Go nuts.
Yeah. I wish that 4 months free could be plus the other month free.
Yeah,
so it's like
half,
five,
basically
like half a year
half
almost.
a year. Yeah, free delivery.
I noticed it today, and I was like, $5.
That's
I must
cheap.
be
I remember.
this.
Okay,
like,
so
it's crazy.
yeah, because there's been a couple times for me when I was looking at Uber Eats and it's like, whoa, 500 yen delivery fee. Screw that. Like that's pricey.
Right.
But then like if it's free, I'm like, oh, give me the food, baby. Like I don't care.
I've stopped going to the convenience store almost and eating out usually, and I've been making food, but then there's Uber Eats. So it's like I make food, and then there's Uber Eats for lunch, and I'm like, okay. Now, if only I can eliminate more Uber Eats from lunch for like 3 more times a week, I'll be in a good spot.
Yeah, but now if you join Uber Eats Pass, you're just all in, baby. Like I'm getting all the food.
I will say, under the healthy section, I found someone who was selling chicken and broccoli.
I saw someone in my area selling what appears to be just bananas.
Oh, the banana shake place? I know where that is. It's close to the station over here.
Is it? It might actually be. Yeah, you're right. You're probably right. I think it is
something like that. Yeah. I was like,
oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I saw that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, but they're so expensive. They're so expensive.
Well, they better be good for that price. I'm looking at the menu right now.
I was thinking about investing in a blender, and just because I'm eating more fruits now, and I'm like, maybe I should.
Okay, I don't know if you have this place on your Uber Eats selection, but there's a place that sells the most expensive omurice. Just type in.
Oh, I think I've seen it, but I've never really like.
If you look at the menu,
interested in it. Like, what the heck?
If you look at the menu, it's like 3,000 yen for omurice.
Is this like just the best? Oh.
Are you looking at it right now?
Wait, is this because it's just...
No, look at the ingredients. It's like fucking like foie gras and stuff. Look at the ingredients.
Oh wait, I'm looking at one like in Akihabara.
Oh no. Yeah, just type in omurice. It's closer to me than it is to you. But yeah, if the most expensive thing in the main menu is 3,000 yen.
Jeez Louise.
It looks really damn good though, but
it might actually be too far for me.
Oh really?
Let me see.
It's closer to me than it is to you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pulling up just like family restaurants.
Oh, the boring shit. I'll show this to you later because it's like, goodness. I mean, it's. I want to try this because it looks legit.
I mean, those omrice places, they are. Or maybe it's just
Some are
my
really
filter.
good. Some
It
are
might be my
really damn
filter.
good.
I probably have it filtered like, please don't show me anything over like $20 or
Oh, that's too
something.
far. Yeah.
Don't show me the crazy stuff. But yeah, I've definitely been on the Uber Eats, and I gotta change it, man. Gotta change
Yeah,
it.
changing by fucking joining Eats
It's
Pass.
fast. I mean, I kind of look at it the same way as like going to work at the office. When I was working at an office, like
Yeah, you
every
go get cool mini food, right?
no, I would go out like every other day, if not every day. Yeah, it's almost every other day, right, or something like
Yeah.
that. Go to like a restaurant or something to get lunch with coworkers, and I mean that's
Yeah.
the same. It's the same deal.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's not like I changed anything other than I don't walk anywhere.
Did you bring food to the office? No, right?
I didn't. My last job I did. I made chicken and rice. Literally, that was it.
Yeah, because when I was going into the office, like every day, I would be like, oh, I would either go for lunch by myself, like I just go out and eat by myself, or I'd be like, I would go out for lunch with someone.
Right.
So, and some days I would just go to the Konbini, grab like a bunch of sandwiches, then go back to the office and eat at the office, like, with the stuff that I got. But regardless, I was spending money every single day going to work 5 days a week, right?
Right.
Usually 5 days a week. So now that I work from home, I kind of transfer all that money into Uber Eats.
I mean, that's basically what happened. It's
Yeah.
like it just did that 100%. So
I'm actually saving money because I don't get Uber Eats every day, right? So sometimes
no.
I'm just like, yeah. So I have been saving money working at home, but then there's some days also because of new like the pandemic and stuff. I don't go out as often as I used to. So times where it's like,
I
let's
haven't
go
been
for a
out at
drink.
all. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, let's go for a drink or let's go karaoke or let's do this, right? Like at least once every 2 weeks, something like that, right?
Right.
I like never do that anymore. I can never see people ever. So
Dude,
the money
I saw a person for the first time in like a whole week today.
Up person. Yeah.
Person. My friend was like, was just like, yeah, man, you should get out more. And it's just like, it's to the point now I don't really know what to do sometimes. I don't know what to do if I go out. I don't know where to go. I don't feel like I have a place that I want to go. I'm so comfortable inside, that it's just like, I know I can go places. I just don't.
Do you not get like restless at home at all? Like, do you not get the urge to want to go out?
No. That's like, I'm one of those people who's like gets really comfortable in whatever environment they're in, and I can just like I can do that.
I feel like this is weird as well because like I feel like I'm the kind of person that after a while, like on the weekend, for example, I don't want to be here. I want to go out. I want to go to like Akihabara or somewhere else. I just want to be out, right?
Yeah.
That being said, I spent most of my weekends for the last 2 years at home, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't tell if that's been good. I mean, I joined a gym recently, actually, so it's been actually nice. It's been nice to like feel productive. Do you know what I mean?
I bought fitness boxing. I should fire it up eventually.
For the Switch.
For the Switch, yeah. It's nice. I feel like if I can get fit before my next health check. Yeah, I feel like I'll have accomplished something. Like that's what I like about those games is that their goal is to keep you fit. I mean, you can have a goal where it's like, yes, please, like you want to lose weight, right? You can set it to where it'll help you with that a little bit. But for the most part, I feel like they're really good at helping you stay fit. So helping you keep your aerobics up, helping you do light resistance exercises and stretches.
Yeah.
But anything else, you need to go to a gym and maybe get a trainer.
Do you feel like you want to go to a gym, or are you just perfectly happy with just kind of maintaining or losing weight and also maintaining? Are you happy with fitness boxing? Essentially?
I'm essentially, I'm maintaining. I think I've maintained for all of this year and then most of last year. Like
you don't want to go to a gym. You don't feel like you want to
until like maybe I want some more muscles. Maybe one day want to get back up some muscles because like it's really hard to keep muscle mass in Japan. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, actually, when I joined the gym, they like kind of did a body scan, I guess, to like tell me what my fat percentage was, and my muscle percentage and that kind of stuff. Over the past like 2 years, I basically I gained weight, but I didn't gain as much weight as like
You think?
I thought I might have over 2 years of not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I basically like traded all of my muscle mass for fat.
Yeah.
Like I basically just lost all my muscle and now I just have fat. So,
Yeah. Yeah. And I
yeah.
feel like I'm in the same boat. Like I have fat. I feel like I still have muscle for sure, but it's like it's not nearly as much as when I
Yeah, I lost a
years
ton.
ago.
Like I've been doing a chest press and stuff and like getting back into it. And I had to like go way down on the weight scale because I'm like, I lost all my muscle, man. This sucks. Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But before this becomes the health and fitness, but
Episode.
not health and fitness episode,
We're talking about
with Uber Eats.
talking about Uber Eats and shit. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll go ahead and close it out. Alex, where can people find you if they want to follow you or watch some streams?
Yeah, definitely. I'm on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/route24. It's ROUTE24. Gonna stream probably Change of Paradise tomorrow, and then Thursday, maybe I'll take it a little slow and maybe we'll play more Power Wash. I'm not sure, but we'll play something.
Nice. Power Wash is always good.
Yeah, I know it's
published.
good.
Oh wait, was it you who was telling me it was published by Square Enix?
Published by Square. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so crazy. And then if you would like to follow me, you can follow me at Ninja Tricks on Twitch. That's NinjaTrix. And I'll be streaming. Goodness gracious, man. Elden Ring just won't stop. It won't stop.
You're still streaming it.
Oh wait, say what again?
So you're still streaming.
I'm still
Elden
streaming.
Ring?
I've been starting at 8 p.m. Japan time. And then going until my normal stream time. I wanted to stop at like 12, right?
Right.
But it's been going until like 1 or 2 a.m. Last Friday's stream was 7 hours.
Oh, you streamed for 7 hours?
I streamed for 7 hours.
In the afternoon. You started in the afternoon, right?
No, it was at 8 p.m. and then I just remember ending at
Like
2 a.m. 2 or 3 a.m.
Oh my
yeah.
God, dude. Holy shit.
I finished up closing shift and then went on to beat a boss that took forever in Elden Ring. So I've got to rein those back in, but it's been, the game's still a lot of fun. I think chat's enjoying it. So I'll be doing that. And then I'll be starting up Ori and the, Will the Wisp.
What is it? The super blind forest.
I think that's the first one, but
Ori in the mega blind forest.
The mega blind forest.
Hyper edition.
I'll be doing that starting from April. So kind of invert the streams, and of course, if I can, I'm going to try to still work this in here. I got to finish up my story with my boy Date. I can't leave AI sound. I can't let that. I can't let Elden Ring take. I'm 120 hours into the game.
That's a lot of hours. Yeah.
Won't stop. And I'm trying
to
make
finish
it stop.
AS Omnihills before the sequel comes out.
I'll let you play the sequel. I'll catch it on discount. I'll be somniumed out. I just want short games now. I really want short games after Horizon and Elden Ring. I'm like, I need short games. Anything that's short, so it's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyways, and then finally, you can follow us at if you're listening or watching, whatever is best for you. Go ahead and follow the YouTube or subscribe to the YouTube channel at Unknown Games Podcast, and then follow us on Twitter at UGP_cast. I think that's it. There we go.
Yeah, and then in the show notes, if you want to set up a custom URL for the YouTube channel, you can put that in the show notes later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. There we go. Cool.
So
That's
keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for that, and keep an eye out for yourself. You never know who's lurking.
Yeah, that's the moral of the story. That's true, especially
You never know who's lurking.
Get home and open all your closets first. Yeah.
All your closets. Turn on all the lights, all the closets, all the doors.
And if you find like,
if you find someone, then just bonk them.
Yeah. Carry a brick at all times. Yeah.
Oh man. Anyways, we'll catch you all next week for episode 126 of the Unknown Games Podcast, where we continue to talk about our life as strangers.
Yeah. In paradise.
There we go. We'll catch you next time.
All right. Peace.